What is going on? It is Mario Kart World Direct Day. I hope you guys are as excited as I am. I cannot wait. I cannot wait. I'm so excited for this direct to learn more about this game. Hopefully everybody is hyped when this is all said and done. That's what's most important to me. I just want people to be excited. Like, this whole reveal of the Switch 2 and everything has been such a roller coaster, and I am just ready for people to be stoked. Virtual Fireball says hype right off the bat. Let's go. Let's go. Welcome on in. I am drinking coffee out of the Mario Kart mug that Nintendo sent me. It's gonna be a good day. It's gonna be a good day, you guys. So excited to be hanging out with you guys. 15 minutes, and then right after, we're going to talk about it. I am going to make sure the Discord knows that I am live. Okay. I'm also going to post it over on X. If you guys are just getting in, welcome, welcome, welcome. Can't see chat at the moment, but be there shortly. Oh, they turned comments back on. And everything is lower the price or raise the price. So, love that. Love that. Oh, that was weird. My monitor just went black. Mm. Grab a photo from the thumbnails. Here we go. Perfect. All right. I see Becca is here. What's going on? Chrissy is on time. I'm on time. This is shocking, right? So actually here early. Usually I'm late. Jasmine was gonna join me, and then well, we haven't had kids all week, so we've been staying up extra late. And she's like, I'm going back to sleep. I'm like, go back to sleep. It's your day off. Enjoy your day off. So just me this morning, you guys. What do you guys think we're going to see? What are you hoping we see? Wheat bread is here. Good morning, my friend. Good morning. What are you guys hoping we see in this direct? Mobile lurking while getting ready for work. Let's go, baby. Let's go. You finally have some time off for yourself? Let's go, Chrissy. Hey, Wheatbread says story mode. Okay, let me ask you guys a question because I'm thinking about doing a video about this because of the price thing, right? I figured it out and I have to look exactly, but I think I have somewhere around 1,300 hours into Mario Kart, right? If you divide the $60 that I spent into the 1,300, Mario Kart has cost me 4 cents an hour in entertainment. Seems like a pretty good deal. I don't know. What do you guys think? I have Sophia all week long. Spring break is fun. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. I don't know if that's a good way to break it down, but Just curious what you guys think about that. So, I do wanna take a look. I'm gonna open up the Nintendo stream again because I do wanna see some of their comments because I know it's gonna be crazy. 30,000 people watching so far, and it's 10 minutes before it starts. You guys, on April 4th, Nintendo had 12.7 million views on their channel. So, if you look at a normal Mario Kart player, they don't play half as much. All right, Chrissy. All right. Well, maybe they should. So even still, like some people like to, they like to compare it to going to the movies, right? You go to the movies, let's say you take somebody, you pay for them, you buy their popcorn, their drink, candy. You're looking at spending $60 for 2 hours of entertainment. So even if you only played Mario Kart for 10 hours, right? That's $8 an hour at 80. But I mean, most people are going to put some serious time into it, I would assume. So, yo, gaming lover, what's going on? All right, I want to see what the chat is saying, you guys. Let's see. Drop the price, drop the price. Um, yo, gamers are wild. Oh, was there ads on YouTube on the live? Definitely going to be worth it. Let's go, Matt. What's going on, baby? Welcome on in, everybody. So good to see you guys. Yo, Nintendo could hit 10 million subs today too. Oh my gosh. I keep seeing drop the price and fire Doug Bowser. Like people are crazy. You think we'll see more 100cc gameplay today? I think we're going to see a bit of everything, honestly. I think we'll see how many CCs the game goes to, just how fast it can go. Like guys, I am over um I am so excited. And Chrissy, that beats all arguments. Are you talking for the system itself um or the price of the game? Lacey Pacey, good morning. I know people think Doug is setting the price. It's hilarious. Let me see. I saw somebody mention ad jail. I'm going to see if I can turn off. Okay. I'm turning off ads. I'll turn them back on after the um oh. Oh, wait, no, we should be good. I'll turn them back on. Um oh, weird. Let me see. I'll turn them back on after it's no longer live. That way you guys I don't think you miss anything, but I don't want it stopping in the middle. So, okay. The unskippable ones. Okay, well, they're off now. So, we got 40,000 people watching, you guys. We start in 7 minutes. So Matt, the cart bundle is interesting because Some locations, some regions say the game cart is included. So I don't know that we know exactly what the US has or what Australia's getting or the EU. So not quite sure at the moment which regions are getting the game cart. Basically on the box, it says, and I've seen like a close-up shot of that box, but I don't think anybody knows the which location that is. So, but hopefully we'll find that out today. I think the thing that is making me the the thing that's the biggest bummer to me is that we're not getting a Mario Kart specific Switch 2, like something that looks all decked out with Mario Kart. That's really, really what I wanted. Now I assume every Christmas that Mario Kart's gonna be the pack-in bundle, right? They'll essentially give the game away every Christmas, or maybe it'll take a year or 2, but then after that, it'll be the pack-in. So, yo, I saw somebody just write slime cube in the Nintendo chat. So funny. Okay, so Wheatbread said, "I think I read something about it being physical in the bundle in countries where the eShop isn't supported," which would make sense. Yes. Yeah. Well, and like me, I actually have been collecting, Mario Karts from all different regions. So, like, I have the EU Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Special Edition, or I'm sorry, Mario Kart 8 Special Edition. I have, complete in box, Super Mario Kart from Japan. I have a special edition N64 Mario Kart from Japan. I have Double Dash from Japan. There's a Mario Kart 8 Deluxe that has all the waves on the cart from Japan, and that's one I want to get in my collection. So for me, I'll probably end up with a couple of the physical carts just because I like seeing the different artwork and stuff. Also, guys, don't forget May 15th is the Mario Kart Lego set. Okay, I'm so glad you guys said something about the ads because they're basically just audit like when I set up a live, I just hit reuse settings. And so I'm I'm glad to see that I was able to turn those off because I've been thinking about that and I just it's something I forget about. I just saw somebody put lower the price of the system, lower the price of the games, and put games on the cart. We don't want key cards. Like people don't understand that they're saving money by having the game on the key card. So that's why Bravely Default is $40 instead of 60. Crimpus in Discord said YouTube chat is still spamming drop the price. I wonder how long this meme will go for. Joe, what's going on? 68,000 people, guys. We got 2 minutes. It's almost like you like Mario Kart, right? It'll go until they drop the price. Yeah. Well, the thing is, the vocal minority, um, if it's anything like Pokemon, it won't, nothing. nothing will change. And it won't affect sales or anything because if you look at Pokemon, everybody was like, "We're boycotting Pokemon," and then it still is in the top 10 of most sold games. So the only way the price drops is if people truly don't buy the system at launch and we have a 3DS incident. I just and the other thing is um with all the uncertainty of tariffs and that kind of stuff, like in the US the price could go up. I think the first 90 days are safe right now at the price it is, but and then you got people saying raise the price. It's so funny. The chat's just going back and forth. Yeah, it's valid, Chrissy. It is. It's valid. It's like I've talked about this on a number of podcasts. Like it's a bit of a difficult situation because a lot of the community asked Nintendo to make the system we've always wanted, right? And so they did, but that system also comes at a higher price because of the horsepower. So here we go, you guys. I'm gonna take this to full screen here. Oh my goodness, look at it. Look at it. I love the water parts. There's dry bones.
Drivers, start your engines. Welcome to the Mario Kart World game, available exclusively on the Nintendo Switch 2 system. What kind of races await you?
That looks like it could be a classic track.
Mario Kart World. You'll aim for first place in each Grand Prix. But why stop there? Across cities, plains, a desert, and even the ocean, you can drive virtually everywhere in this fully interconnected world. Races are held on courses scattered throughout various regions that span this world, and you can freely drive between them.
What's that P-switch do? I want to
There's a
know.
lot in store, and we're only at the starting line. Let's introduce some of the courses that are waiting for you.
Let's go. Here we
Here
go.
we go. Courses are found throughout the world, inspired by their surrounding region.
For the cherry
Let's take a look at
blossoms.
some of
Oh,
the
that
new
was
courses
beautiful.
to explore. Ride the ridges and roads on Mario Brothers Circuit. And cruise the curves around the canyon. You can't miss it. See the sights and structures of Crown City. You can even soar in style down Main Street.
Look at Yoshi's costume.
Drift along the rapid waterways of Salty Speedway and make a splash around the city's canals.
Oh, I love that.
Stay cool in the snowy trails of Starview Peak.
All right, that's very
Just
much a
don't slip
Daisy
off
level.
while soaking up the scenery.
Or I'm sorry, a Rosalina level.
Spirited showing at the ghostly movie theater Boo Cinema.
Look at you drive through the screen. It's
a whole
so
new
cool.
kind of drive-in theater.
What up, Tom?
And in addition to lots of new courses, there's Toad's Factory,
Let's go. Let's go.
Peach Beach,
Love it.
Wario Shipyard, and more. Nostalgic courses from past titles are also here, but now they're reimagined and spread throughout the world, where races can happen during the day or at night.
Oh, look
Race
at Mario's
as
got his
familiar
helmet on.
characters like Mario, Luigi, Peach, Bowser, and Yoshi.
Let's go.
Plus, new drivers like Goomba, Spike,
Let's
And
go, Spike.
That's right, cow. Even more new racers are waiting and ready to roll. Select your character. Choose your vehicle. Then you're off to the races. Characters and vehicles each have different stats, so make sure to find the combo that best suits you. There are two main styles of race revving up in this world. Grand
Look at him in his
Prix
race gear. I
and
love it
Knockout
so
Tour.
much.
In both modes, up to 20
Wario's dressed up as a bumblebee.
The most in series history. Your rivals aren't the only hazards you'll need to avoid on the road. Look out for cars that shoot bullet bills.
Whoa.
Attacks from Hammer Brothers.
Look at Toad with a helmet
obstacles
on.
along the
Oh
way.
my God.
Try to steer clear.
Toad's helmet was huge.
And now, get ready for Grand Prix with Mushroom Cup, Flower Cup, Star Cup, and more. Grand Prix races are held all around the game's world. You'll race through 4 different courses in each cup and aim for the top spot. In Mushroom Cup, you'll start off racing around Mario Brothers Circuit. While the second race will take you from Mario Brothers Circuit to Crown City. For the first time, you'll need to drive yourself to the next course in Grand Prix. So don't sleep at the wheel. And if you conquer all Grand Prix Cups, rumor has it that a certain colorful course will appear.
Yo, look at that, you guys. Rainbow Road.
Next up is a new mode, Knockout Tour. From Golden Rally to Ice Rally and more. These extended races take you from one end of the world to the other. Get ready for a sprint.
I love this mode so
You've
much.
got
There's
to
Toad's
place
helmet again.
if you want to stay in the race. Speed towards checkpoints throughout the world. If you don't make the cut, you're out of the running. Buckle up. The competition gets more intense as you close in on the checkpoints. You've got to try to
Oh,
survive
that was a
in
dirty
Knockout Tour.
Bowser.
So keep your eyes on the prize and
Oh
aim
my
for
God, look at
first
Wario's
place.
outfit. Look at Waluigi's outfit.
Items can drastically change the outcome of a race. Here are some new items that'll help you out. Coin shell. When you throw a coin shell, coins will appear.
Oh, that's
Now's
cool.
your chance to grab them. Just don't let your rivals cash in first. Ice flower. With the ice flower, you can freeze out rivals and send them spinning. Hammer. Aim the hammer in an arc.
There's
and
Luigi's wearing the outfit I'm going to be
hammers
wearing.
also stay on the course for a short time and can be used to block off rivals.
What a
Mega Mushroom.
cool
The
item.
Mega Mushroom, go big, so your rivals
Toad
will
is
go
flattening everybody.
low. Feather. Use the feather to jump up and avoid attacks.
He jumped the red shell.
You may even discover some unexpected routes.
Oh, that's cool.
Comic. With Comic's magic, your rivals will transform. What other mysterious effects will happen?
Oh my God.
You'll have to see for yourself. The lower your
He turned him
placement,
into
the
Charging
more likely
Chuck.
you are to find items that'll turn the tables. So when you get items, go for it. And if you're new to the Mario Kart series, there are added support features to help you along the way. These include smart steering, which helps you stay on the course.
Oh, that's cool.
Tilt
That's cool.
controls, where you can hold the Joy-Con 2 controller horizontally and use motion controls to steer. And if you have the Joy-Con 2 wheel, you can feel like you're really driving.
For all the Wii players out there.
Ooh, how about a quick break? A snack sounds good right about now. Hey, look, it's a drive-thru. Here at Yoshi's, you can grab an order to go. Dash food. take a bite, and you can unlock outfits inspired by your meal.
Dash food. Amazing.
Eat some sushi and... Whoa, nice threads.
Oh, so there's more than burgers.
Once unlocked, these outfits can be selected from
Let's
the character selection
go.
screen. Who knows what dishes or outfits you'll find?
Oh
Make
my
a pit
God,
stop.
amazing.
Check out these drive-thrus
Spicy
all around
chips.
The world. That was a nice detour. Now let's get
Oh,
back
look
to
at
the
her.
action.
Look at the pipe frame. Oh, it looks so sick.
Let's introduce some new tricks that'll help you ace each race. Charge jump. You can now use a charge jump by holding the drift button while driving straight ahead. Charge and release to jump.
Oh, that's cool.
Use this to leap over obstacles. Grind along power lines. And dodge attacks from your rivals.
Oh, so
And if
sick.
you jump toward a wall, you can wall ride for a short period of time.
Look at Rosalina with her cap on
Chain
backwards.
some tricks together, and you may even reach places like this. Ah, so close. Almost there. Whenever this happens, be kind and rewind. This will return your vehicle to its original position.
That's very Forza Horizon.
Nice, made it. This can come in handy when mapping out how to best approach a course. Keep in mind, though, your rivals will still move normally when you rewind, so don't lose your lead. Want to take a spin in even more races?
Time trials.
In time trials, it's you against
The
the
B
clock.
Dasher is back.
Here you can race without any other competitors. And if you go online, you can download and compete against ghost data from racers around the world. Customize the rules of the road in Versus Race. You can use the classic
I hope they bring
rule set of
tournaments
running
back.
3 laps within the same course. Or you can choose to drive the distance from one course to another.
I hope tournaments
You
come
can
back.
even take the road less traveled and choose routes that aren't in Grand Prix or Knockout Tour. Up to 24 drivers can now compete in 2, 3, or even 4 teams.
Interesting. That's cool.
Group up and get ready to put the pedal to the metal. Next up, Battle Mode. Pop off locally or online in Balloon Battle. Use items to burst your rivals' balloons. Pop them all and your rivals out.
Okay, you can see the battle,
And
like you can
coin
see
runners,
the
where you can go for the
what the
gold by
track looks
collecting
like.
the most coins.
So that's cool.
Race
Oh,
or
that's
battle,
from-
enjoy whatever
That's from the
drives you.
64. Let's go. Amazing.
When you're not racing, you can enjoy free roam and go wherever your heart takes you. No roads? No problem. Ride the rivers. See the seas. Drive the desert.
There's Pokey.
Or jump off from
Yo.
way up here.
Look at the penguin.
You can go wherever you like, even to the edges of the world. Hey, there's a P-switch over there.
Okay.
Hit hundreds of P-switches you find across the world to start missions. By completing them, you can hone your driving ability outside of races. There are also hidden coins,
Look at Shy Guy.
hidden panels, and more. So take the scenic route and explore.
Okay, so kind of a like
Also, during free roam, you can take photos whenever you like.
so the missions are
Strike a
not
pose.
really a story mode though. It's
at the
more just like a
camera.
collectathon.
Choose a frame to decorate and nice. That one's a winner. If one person has Mario Kart World, up to 4 players can race in split screen on the same system. The game also supports local wireless play. Up to 8 players, with up to 2 players on each system, can race together this way. And up to 24 players from around the world can join a race or battle in online play.
Still not seeing tournament mode though. Hopefully it was there. Maybe it was there. I didn't catch all the modes.
This may look like free roam, but this is where you'll wait while your friends join you.
Oh, that's cool.
Looks like someone's arrived. Yep, you can meet up with your crew anywhere in this world. By checking the map, you can quickly see where your friends are and travel to their location.
That's pretty cool.
Battle or race with custom rules. Or just go for a ride together. Make this road trip your own. You can also take photos together.
Oh my
along
God,
the
look
way,
at that.
If that's more your speed.
Wow.
With Game Chat, enjoy an expanded experience by talking online with friends. Use the built-in microphone to voice chat while driving together.
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Check this out. Nice. Are you kidding me?
Or take a back seat and watch each other's game screens. If you have a Nintendo Switch 2 camera, you can enjoy seeing your friends' reactions while playing together. Who's close by? Wait, who just passed me? You'll be able to tell in an instant. Aim a shell and bullseye.
I wonder how the netcode will be.
And when playing together in person on the same system, a single camera can detect up to 4 people's
It's going to be a
faces.
war zone. Yes.
Enjoy the view and get ready to face off with your friends.
Oh my God, look at him.
A transcontinental race around the world is just around the corner in Mario Kart World, available exclusively on Nintendo Switch 2. A hardware bundle that includes a digital version of Mario Kart World will
Digital
also
in the
be
States.
available.
Okay, well, there it is. How are you guys feeling? How are you guys feeling? Let me know. Let me know. I'm gonna start this thing over again. Let's see where we at. I gotta get to the right one here. I'm gonna let this play. I'm gonna mute it. So what do you guys think? Toad's helmet is amazing. I am with you on that one. Toad's helmet is absolutely amazing. Okay. It's a lot. Gaming Lover says, I'm amazed, but I feel like some information lacked. I was kind of I'm very curious about like driving into the back of the semi. It looked like they showed the helicopter at the very end there. And drop the price was spam the entire time. Yes, it was in their chat. It's still being spam. There's 113,000 watching right now. Oh, interesting. Joe says, as cool as it as cool as everything looks, I feel like it's gonna be kinda complicated and might have a strikers moment and flop. Wow. That's I hope that's not the case. I ha what I'm a little bit surprised about is they didn't give us any kind of a roadmap. They didn't talk about any kind of DLC, and I I really want this game to have a long tail. I was expecting to hear more on that, honestly. So, Joe says still will buy it probably. Well, that's good. That's good. Um, Becca says, "I'm excited. It would be very nice for an early birthday present." There you go. Cryptic says, "I still excited for the game, but kind of disappointed. Free roam is just free roam and no single player adventure. Diddy Kong Racing Dream is still lost. But team racing leaning into competitive is awesome. Yes, yes, and like I've said before, Nintendo is definitely um, esports are an important thing for them. Getting especially esports in schools, right? And doing the Mario Kart World Championship and all that kind of stuff. So, like, the esports side of this could be very interesting. I'm very curious on like the balancing, right? And are we going to end up in a meta right away, or is there going to be a number of vehicles and characters that are basically all they need to do is have like they just need to have each character combined with one cart that is the best setup for that character and have all of those stats be equal across the board. So at the very least, everybody could pick whoever they want to race with, but you may have to pick a specific cart in order to have the best setup. And within that best setup, hopefully there is um, a number of carts that have that same those same stats as well. And that would essentially fix the meta. Okay. So Chrissy says no mention of booster courses in the long run. Feel like it might fall flat. Well, and it could. I mean, there's always that possibility, but they they're also being a bit strategic by not mentioning well, if there's cost tied to any kind of booster course, I completely understand why they're charging $80 for this. If they went out and then said, "Hey, you can also spend an additional $20 for more content," like people would have lost it. So, where I'm a little bit shocked is that like, and I talked about it on last night's show as well. I would really love to see like events like in Splatoon, like the Splatfest, where um where we're as a community we're we have up to 4 different teams. They could do like, are you team mushroom, team star, team fireflower, or team feather, and then everybody races, and the team that gets the most first place wins, or whatever the case, the most points. There could be some unlockables that way. So Johnny just said it was a pointless direct. um Let's see. Tom says, again, I'm not the biggest Mario Kart fan, but the free roam seems not fun. Interesting. Okay. Caller says, I feel like this direct was for people who don't know about Mario Kart. It was a lot of stuff we already knew about. And I will agree with that. Yeah. I'm I am feeling a bit a bit like I mean, obviously there's not stuff they're gonna talk about. I wanna know what the meta is. You know what I mean? Like the things that excited me the most, like the charge jump and the way that you can kind of traverse the track, almost Tony Hawk esque. Like, I think time trials are going to be crazy. So one of the things I'm the most excited for is time trials. Like, so excited for, because I think we're gonna see some very high level play, and that makes me excited. Lacey says, I'm super excited for free roam, honestly. And I do like the fact that within free roam there's stuff to collect, but I feel like I don't know if we really see it in this direct. You notice it on the treehouse, and I talked about it last night too. There's a little icon. Oh, you guys, the way Luigi looks, that's the outfit I'm planning on using for Mario. I love it. I love it. The backwards Famicom hat. But there's next to your name when the races are over and it shows like everybody's position. In the Treehouse Live, there was a little they had a little icon next to their name. The fact that you can jump over red shells. I made a video yesterday with the feather saying I'm pretty sure you can jump blue shells. If you time it right, you jump over the explosion. But what are we doing in free roam? Like, are we unlocking something? Like, is there kart customization as far as like stickers and things like that? Like the meals make sense. I love the fact that we're every time you eat one of those meals, you unlock that costume. That, I mean, that right there is dangling a carrot forever. Like that's going to be like you're going to have to go through and race with every character to unlock every costume. And it's cool that you can do that in free roam or during races or whatever. So like I think there's a long tail here. The other thing I was really hoping for is like, you know, what unlocks if I do 10,000 mini turbos? Is there going to be the little icon for my banner? And even like, you know, there's kind of that banner where your name is on it. I would love to see that customizable, like similar to like a Call of Duty banner, you know? So I still don't know it. So the way they said, they basically said his name was like comic, like. So I've always said Kamek, but it sounds like it's more like comic. Like, so I found that a little bit interesting. Crawler says it's amazing that Nintendo is fumbling something that everybody was all ready to throw money at. They got too comfortable with the 150 million consoles sold. The unfortunate thing is that's kind of what history tends to repeat itself, because the business side, all they see is dollar signs. And then it ends up biting them, unfortunately. And I mean, you know, the thing is with like watching Sony go from PS4 to PS5, they had initially a pretty good start outside of the shortage of consoles, but we've seen the tail end, or the later half of PS5 has not been fantastic. I think Nintendo's going to be okay with the amount of first party IP, but yeah, like one thing I didn't mention on last night's show that I was really hoping we would see events, and the reason for that, like for the 40th anniversary of Super Mario Brothers, I want to see like an 8-bit world get added to this game, like in for like essentially a new Grand Prix that very much looks like Super Mario Brothers, and that's how they end up. One of the ways that they celebrate Super Mario Brothers 40th anniversary is, you know, not only in Mario Kart, but then new games and that kind of stuff. So taking a look at chat here, Christy says, see, that's what I'm thinking. Since everybody's already outraged over pricing, they're still not telling us things. And that, yeah, I mean, I imagine this direct has been done for quite some time. And kind of like what Crawler said too, like, I feel like there could have been more that they could have told, and maybe stuff's not even in. Maybe people are making assumptions that aren't true. Maybe I'm making an assumption about the little icon, but like, I want to know if we're unlocking more stuff. Like if there's more stuff to unlock, I want to know. I will say that the charge jump and being able to jump over green shells and red shells, I don't know if you can jump over red shells with the charge jump, but you could with the feather. But like that adds another level of of skill that really really gets me excited. And I mean, the thing is, there he is in the pipe frame. There he is in the pipe frame. Let's go. Um, we've been playing essentially a Mario Kart where we do nothing but just race 3 laps over and over again for 10 years. So when you think about what this game is offering versus what the last game had, it's huge. Like this is a massive uh change from the last game. Like 24 racers, knockout tour. Like I think there was very high expectations for a story mode, and seeing that it was all open world like this, seeing like Donkey Kong as like that robotic Donkey Kong, that seemed like a boss fight. I do like the P switches hidden throughout, and like having to get the coins. Like I think this stuff is cool, but what is the purpose of it, right? Like we're watching the footage right now. Like you get to the goal, and but then what? Like is there are like what is the whole idea? And it said Peach's medallion, and it looked like a little Wario was just sitting there, and then you activate the panel, but for what? Like what are we why are we doing that? What is the reason? So um and where's pre-order info? Yes. Yes. Cryptic says, I need to look at it again, but a little worried about battle mode. It looks like the Wii U Mario Kart 8, where maps are just tracks. So it's not. Let me back it up a little bit. Let me back it up and I'll show you. Because I was paying attention for this, for that same reason. And so in battle mode, we're actually right here. This in this battle mode, the second one that they show is from the 64. It's the big donut. We're doing battle mode in the donut, and if you look down in the corner, I think my camera might be blocking it, so that's why you guys can't see it. Let me go full screen here. So let me fast forward just a bit. This is the team mode, which I think is going to be super super fun, especially for Kart Club. Okay, so balloon battle. Now that my camera's out of the way, you can see the track. It's a big rectangle. And that might even be a classic track. So they are making these battle modes like the way it should be. They did not drop the ball here. So Coin Runners is fun. I hope the Cops and Robbers comes back. Like that was a mode that was super super fun. So I hope it makes its way back. I'm honestly, my hype levels are high because, again, the most important things for me, racing with as many people as possible. We got 24 races. Time trials is where I want to spend quite a bit of time, honestly. Like, I did not race the meta in the last game, but I will in this one, at least for time trials, because I want to see if I want to see what I can do. Like it, I think that's going to be a huge challenge for me, and going to take up hours of my time. But I've raced time trials in Mario Kart since the first game. Like my uncle and I used to stay up super late. Like when I was in the 8th grade, we would do time trials on Mario Kart because I think I would end up beating him most of the time if we did 2 players. So we started having more fun just competing with time. And we would spend hours doing time trials. And so that's something that's super fun for me. So that's part of the reason my hype levels are so high, because like the stuff that I was wanting, like story mode, to me, not that big a deal. Once I unlock the outfit for Mario that I want and I have my pipe frame, that's when I'm racing online. Like I'm happy as a clam there. The fact that I could continue going on and unlock more stuff, that's going to take hours. like hours to unlock everybody's costumes. And let's say you have people come and you race in person often. Well, you might want to have as many of the costumes unlocked as possible. So um so you're gonna have plenty of time in just unlocking stuff. Is there more customization? I hope so. I hope there's going to be more. I wanted to look at this menu. I'm going to back it up just a bit here. It looks like it looks like they go online and it's just race, knockout tour, battle, and friends. So I really hope a tournament mode is still something that's coming. And I will say I do somewhat agree that I feel like I feel okay. Let's take a look at this screen right here. This is what I'm talking about. Look at Akira, Marie, Paula. You see, like Bowser's got a little clown car next to his name. Jeff has a little sign right there. So like there's some at least a few more like customization options. Right? Like so that's fun, but like I want to decorate that whole banner. Like let's decorate that whole banner. I want to get back to some more chats here. Let's see. Tom says, I think this could have been included in one of their 3-hour tree houses. This direct could have been an email. That is it feels very safe, right? It feels very safe. Crawler says, how cringe is it that they're bringing back the Wii wheel? Oh my God, I'm cracking up. Joe says most people don't like change. And that like, but how do you guys like, so based on what we played before versus what we're playing now, I mean, Knockout Tour is going to be so good. We know we're all going to have fun with that. Just doing online races together. We're going to have a good time with that. 24 is a good number. I just hope they bring that tournament mode back like we're used to doing where we get shuffled every 4 races because again, if this game really does pop off, I want to be able to race with as many people as possible. So, I mean, when you think about what Mario Kart 8 Deluxe has been versus what we're seeing here, and I think one thing that's important to keep in mind, like the majority of us in here are adults, right? There are kids that are going to spend hours in free roam having the time of their life. Like I know firsthand my daughter who is an adult, she constantly would tell me when she was younger, I'm looking for a game where I can just drive around and I don't have to just do races all the time. So this is her game. Like this is her game. She's going to love the free roam aspect. Cryptic says wanted them to go over online a little bit more. Are we racing for VC? Did you see a tournament setup like 8? Like, you're not wrong. It's like, are we losing? I hope we're not losing modes that were in the last game. And the unfortunate thing is that tends to be a pattern that we see more often than I would like, where we end up losing stuff that has been there in the past. So I hope that's not the case. I really do hope that is not the case this time around. So let's see. Cryptic says also, can we start at 0 VC and not 3000? Also, Josh, where is Tiny Wheels, your favorite setup? It's gone. It's gone. So that's exciting for me. I'm glad to see that that is no longer something we're going to have to look at here. So I want to see if I can get this to go back. There we go. So, I mean, overall, I'm excited. This just like Tom kind of hit the nail on the head when he said this feels like it could have been an email. Like there's some amazing features here, but I don't feel like the expectation for expecting community events is asking for too much. Joe says, I'm an adult and I'm gonna love free roam." Yeah. Yeah. I mean, this is like, and again, maybe they're like, "Hey, you know, wet your whistle, get used to the game, and there's gonna be a lot more announcements at future directs, you know, once." I mean, on the flip side, there is a lot here. It's not like there's not a lot here. But again, kind of like Crawler said, like, this was great for people that don't know anything about Mario Kart. The majority of us have been like diving into Treehouse, um, and listening to everybody that's gone to the Switch 2 experience. So we've been eating up any kind of info we can get about this game. So there really wasn't too much that was new here. I feel like the ice fire flower is literally the same item as the fire. It's just you get ice on the character when you hit them with it. Like they spin out the same and everything. So that was kind of it's kind of a strange addition, if you ask me. Like I feel like it would have been more fun if it put ice in front of the track and made people spin out that way and like took them off of their line, more than just like it. Basically, it's just like hitting them with a fireball. So that's an odd choice in my opinion. Uh, they I just feel like there wasn't a lot of depth here. There wasn't a lot of depth. Crawler says I would have been mad if I was on the West Coast and I woke up at 6 a.m. for that. Um, Gerber says in this launch experience, I will give them the benefit of the doubt, adding content throughout the year because Mario Kart has been so good. Yeah, like I think that's what you know they already do community events within Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. But like, not even talking about like that little customization option. Like, what is the purpose? Like, kind of like I've said, like, what is the purpose of going through free roam? Like, yes, that's gonna be fun, but why am I doing the little missions? What for? What does it unlock? And then also there's been talk online how, people said, "Oh, you can do traditional Grand Prix." I don't think that's the case. I don't think you can do 3 laps and then uh, do the next track. I think this is what Grand Prix is. Like we're driving to the next track like it's a nonstop race. I'm okay with it. Like it's not that big a deal. It's just part of like when you do time trials, you're essentially practicing that track over and over again. So like I guess maybe Grand Prix will be entirely different than what we race online together if we're doing. There's the little clue for Rainbow Road, which is cool. So there's like I feel like we were kind of like left with almost like this was very like they just kind of skimmed over the surface of a lot of it, but like not a ton of depth. We don't even know exactly how many tracks are in the game. Like they didn't even tell the exact number of tracks, which I think is a little bit strange. You know, it's just again like Tom said, it could have been an email, and it's just I'm I'm a little bit shocked by that, but at the same time, maybe they just didn't want to overwhelm people with too much. So and again, like we're the hardcore, right? Like we're getting up early for this stuff. We are we are we are planning on spending hours and hours in this game. And so we want to know what we're going to be doing. Like we aren't the casuals, and this direct felt very much for the casual, right? And I mean, it's like I said, younger kids, free roam, they're going to love it. You know, if there's cool stuff to unlock, I'll be in free roam as well. But as of right now, I don't know what the purpose is. Those little mini missions or the collectathon is like, okay, that's great. I will do it, but why? That's all I want to know. Why? Because just the fun of free roam is not like that's not that fun for me. Look at that jump to that grind. See what I'm talking about with time trials, you guys? Like, what's going to be possible? You're going to get a feather in time trials? So Crawler says, so Grand Prix is a continuous gameplay session. No chance to wipe your hands in between races. Not really. There's like a brief, like roll, like a rolling start. But then after that, you're so there's like a very, very small window where you can wipe your hands between races. And again, single player, you could probably pause. You can still pause the game, right? But yeah, just and I don't mind it. Like it's gonna be fine. It's just different. And as long as the track, it just seemed like in some cases you were driving like a long straightaway as lap one, and so it was like, well, that's not like. I think a lot of us were kind of anticipating tracks more like Peach Gardens from 8 Deluxe, where it was like they really mixed it up. You end up going like backwards, and they, the whole thing was different from the original, and then you're on the same track, but you end up, like I said, going backwards, changing directions, all that kind of stuff. Whereas like some of the aspects of driving to that next race and then doing one lap on that track, I mean, again, I don't want to comment on it too much because we haven't done it yet. So maybe it's gonna be just fine. Did you guys notice? That Toadette has an ice cream cone and one of the scoops looks like a blue shell or a spiny shell? That is amazing. That is amazing. Cryptic says, and I will say this, my meat and potatoes of Mario Kart is playing online. So all the single player content is a bonus to do when my friends aren't playing or not feeling competitive. Yeah. Yeah. And this game is going to be my number one most played game. Like there's no question. Like between this and, hopefully a new Smash, that's what I'm looking forward to the most. Like those are my two like competitive games. That's what I've got the most time in on the first Switch. I think I lost my the amount of time I had in Smash, I think, from changing consoles went away, but Mario Kart's is still there. So like I'm planning on putting hours and hours and hours into this. Like I can't wait to start making content for Mario Kart. Like I'm so thrilled about it. And look at how smooth this is what I am really, really excited about when it comes to like time trials and learning these tracks. Like watch this Birdo right here. This Birdo goes from a wall ride to a grind to a wall ride back to a grind and then hits a cut at the end there. Like these track designs are kind of amazing. Like there are aspects to it that I'm hoping that the drive to the track is going to be as fun as the tracks themselves, because there's like what we just saw there is what I'm excited to do on a lot of these tracks. That's what gets me excited, is like learning those lines, hitting those jumps, going from wall rides, going to grinds, hitting different cuts. Like all of that is going to be really, really fun for me. So that is what is keeping my hype level super, super high. When I saw that some of these mechanics were being added to the game, I was like, yo, time trials is going to be amazing, because the the clips and the lines that people are going to learn, like life will find a way, right? Is always my motto. It's gonna be so cool. So Cryptic says, hopefully the online is improved and it's not like 8 where we jump into Discord and items are not registering correctly. Yeah. Yeah. Hopefully the net code is much better this time around. I would hope that is the case. I will say again, the reason, that I think we're a little bit shocked on aspects of like they're showing the battle mode and there's only two modes, balloon and coin runner. Well, where's the cops and robbers? Where's the Baba on Blast that was like a really fun mode, just picking up a ton of bombs and throwing those? Like, is there a reason they didn't include it, didn't tell us, or is it really not there? And if it's not there, why remove that kind of stuff? That's the kind of questions I have. Like, why take away modes that were so fun? You're in a similar style track. You could still, it seems like it could still be added. Now maybe they're thinking because it's 24 players and not 12, that's too much for those modes. Maybe they tested it, but that, and we're watching right now the spot where they're in free roam. Like, the Yoshi collects a Peach medallion, and then what looks like Wario pops up next to that medallion. Is what does that all mean? Like, I have so many questions. Cryptic says, to end my final thoughts before I go to work, is that there has been a cloud around Nintendo since the Switch 2 Direct, and this doesn't help. Still excited, and hopefully pre-orders are soon. I would agree. Yeah, I would agree. And it's, the cloud is such a bummer. Is such a bummer when you basically, Nintendo was scrappy and fighting for their life and doing everything they could to get to the place where they wanted to be. They did it, and now they seem comfortable again. And the true business side of everything is coming out. And the thing that, like, we were talking with Chrissy earlier in the chat, like, I don't want anybody excluded. That was the biggest reason for like wanting the pricing to be where it was affordable for everybody. But to see them going the route that they're going, at least you can save $30 by buying this game bundled. But that is a digital version. A lot of people want their physical copy. I get it. And it's limited, and we still don't have pre-orders. So overall, as I wrap up here, I am excited. I am very excited. I'm bummed out that, like, not everybody is excited as they should be. That's what I got to point out right now, that they are all in pipe frames taking that photo. Like, if you guys are watching the video, they're all in pipe frames with their corresponding pipe frames above them. Like, I love that photo. That is amazing. So, Crawler says they are tone deaf to how their customers feel. They listen on some things, but more is bad than good. Yeah, it's not. I mean, that's you're not wrong. And it's the thing that we have to remember is they have customers to listen to, and they have shareholders to listen to. shareholders see prices and they get excited. But when the customers aren't there to pay those prices, nobody wins. And then we have a system that like doesn't sell as well. And I don't want that to be the case. I know it's going to be at this point. There's like until they end up doing like maybe they end up doing a Switch Lite version, a Switch 2 Lite, that's strictly handheld and comes in at a lower price. That might move the needle some, but I I just it they did so well because of the place that they were in. And I understand the other side of it also. We wanted a more powerful system. So as far as the system goes, I don't think that price is ridiculous. I do wish it was about 100 to 100 less would be amazing. $50 less would be the best. But I get it. It's a much more powerful system, and that is what everybody wanted. The pricing of the games, like everybody said that you're going to understand why this game is $80 after this direct, and I don't know if I understand that. I don't know if this game makes sense at $80. It doesn't feel like it's bigger than Animal Crossing that we had on Switch 1 as far as the amount of content and things that we can do and hours that we can play. I mean, I don't like if this was double the amount of tracks, maybe. I see a lot of unlockables and stuff with the costumes, which is fun, but I'm not sure that like after watching this direct, I'm like, oh yeah, I would totally recommend everybody spend $80. I just don't I don't know that I can do that. And that's what I wanted from this at the end of the day. I wanted to be able to look at this and go, oh yeah, the 80 is well worth it. Again, I'm gonna get so much out of this game that it is worth it for me. Right? I don't play Mario Kart casually, so it's my main game. Like I'm gonna enjoy it, and it's gonna be amazing. But like for the for the casual or the average consumer, is the $80 price tag worth it? So Crawler said, if anything, it hurt the case for this being $80. Tom says Nintendo rotting on the vine. Yeah, it's just we've watched history repeat itself so many times that like, why? They have the playbook on how to do a successful console based on pricing of software, the attach rate of software, all of the data is there. All of it is there. And then they want to start charging more. Now, that's fine. That's fine. Do your thing. But I would say like lessen that blow by talking about development costs. If these games truly cost more to make, I get it. Like, talk about it. Give us reason. If the developers don't have to crunch and these just take more manpower, okay, like I get it. But you're also a company sitting on piles of cash right now. So is it better for you to sell less of your product at a higher price? Or would it benefit you to just follow the playbook that you already have? So Tom says maybe they will mail us some temporary tattoos with digital purchase or include them in the physical box sold. There we go. Temporary tattoos. Cryptic says tournament is a big thing for the community. Shuffle feature made it easier for all of us to race and get a fair chance to be racing with you. Yeah. That's like that was very important. And, I've had a long-term goal of waiting for this game to drop so that we would be one of the biggest Mario Kart communities on the internet. Like that's what I've been shooting for. That's why I've been racing Mario Kart 8 with you guys for so long. And like literally my biggest fears have been coming true with how they've handled everything, because again, not everybody's going to be able to pull the trigger on this right away. Joe says $80 plus a camera that who knows how much it's 60. And we'll add some wild netcode errors, right? Yeah. Tom says, I'm still excited for Switch 2, but if I don't get the Mario Kart bundle, I don't think I'll be picking it up separately. Yeah, and there should be no reason, like, for you to not want to pick up Mario Kart, right? Like, in my mind, they should be, as their launch title, everybody should be clamoring to get this game. But I don't know that they've really shown anything super well this time around. Like Metroid not showing super well. If you're a fan of Metroid, you're like, yeah, of course I'm getting it. You're a fan of Mario Kart, you're like, yeah, of course I'm getting it. But like, what are they doing to get the people on the fence? That's what seems to be a bit like when I see statements like that, that's where I'm getting bummed out. Joseph, with how expensive the system in game, or it might be hard for you to even get 24 people. I have a feeling like right off the bat, it's going to sell very well, right? Like there's initially, you've got plenty of early adopters and people that are gonna pick this up. It's what is it gonna look like in 2 years from now? How much is it gonna slow down? Are they gonna have to lower the price to get people to purchase this? If they look at what Sony has done with the PlayStation, the console sold well. Sony just didn't have the software to, and the way they kept putting games out on PS4, it didn't justify your purchase of that machine. Nintendo's already doing a better job than Sony when it comes to this kind of stuff, because they've already got plenty of first party games, but they also took a little bit out of Sony's playbook and started talking about like the Switch versions, the Switch 2 versions of Switch 1 games right off the bat. And to me, I kind of like, if you're going to do Legend of Zelda, Tears, and Breath of the Wild, talk about it being included with the expansion pack and go no further than that. Right? Like that's a key selling point for the expansion for the NSO. But like, it's almost like they're talking about them like they're new games, and they're definitely not that. They're not that. Like, they're going to look great. They're going to look super cool, but I don't care about remasters at the launch of the system. I want to know what new stuff I'm going to be playing. And so, we know we've got Metroid, we know we've got Mario Kart, and we know we got Kirby Air Riders, right? But like, and we got Donkey Kong. But everything else is like, we got some third party stuff. The From Software game is going to be amazing. The fact that we're getting an exclusive, that's super, super sick. But like, first party Nintendo is what a lot of us are here for. And so seeing such a large focus on the Switch 2 versions of Switch 1 games, to me, it's just a little bit of a misstep. Like, save that for a little bit later, or make it just a very small aspect of what you're talking about, but focus more on these games. And I I think at the end of the day, Mario Kart. I gotta point this out, you guys. Not only did we see the that she's Toadette's got the ice cream cone that looks like a spiny shell. She's also collecting snow on her hat as she's in a snow level, like on her helmet. Look at that. Like, how amazing is that? Oh my goodness. I I love it. I love it. So Becca says I think the only thing I like about Switch 2 is the backwards compatibility. And it's a big deal for people. It's a big deal for people. It's just the fact that we're seeing like $20 price tag to be able to upgrade, you know, and it ultimately it just feels like there's a lot of messaging that's been missed with this launch, and it has somewhat killed people's hype levels, and that's what I did not want to see. I wanted to see the community very, very excited. Like I get it, at the end of the day, it's all business. You know, it's business. But like, scrappy Nintendo is the best Nintendo, and when they don't have to worry about being scrappy, that's where like it almost seems like they're gonna try to um like squeeze every last penny out of us until they have to get to the point that they're scrappy again. And and maybe it won't. Maybe the vocal minority is completely, like off their rocker, and everybody is just going to be this thing's still going to sell really well. I can't imagine it doing 150 million like the Switch 1. I think it's probably going to be half what the Switch 1 has done. But who knows? You start launching games like Animal Crossing, people start playing Mario Kart, all of a sudden the word of mouth starts getting out and people really, really like it. That changes some things too. So even though they don't have the best showings, I think it's still going to be something that people are after and want to play. And I think word of mouth will end up helping a lot. So I appreciate you guys so much for hanging out. Thank you for being here and chatting Mario Kart with me. You guys are all amazing, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye, everybody.